and welcome back to my channel, TorAthena, where today I'm doing something I've never done before, and it's doing a pull list. And I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. One, because I love talking about comics and I want to use every opportunity to discuss them, especially the ones that I've picked up. Two, you might be too impatient to wait for the comic review that I release later on this week, so therefore you might want a quick synopsis right now about what comics are out so you can make a quick pick on what you want to read. And three, this kind of helps you get an idea of what next week's comic reviews on this channel will be about. So let's begin. So the first one I picked up was Boo, the world's cutest dog. We've probably all seen the memes and the videos. This is based on the real life Pomeranian pug? Pomeranian? No Pomeranian? The real cute dog. This is by Dynamite Comics and has the cover price of $3.99, which personally, for kind of like a gimmick comic, I kind of find a bit pricey, but still it's cute and I picked it up. It's written by Kristen Deacon and Audrey Elizabeth and drawn and coloured by Tony Fleeks. I really do think this is a silly comic, but there again, Grumpy Cat did it, so you can't complain because I thought that was hilarious. The Great Divide, Issue 1. The Great Divide, Issue 1 of 6 by Dynamite Comics. Written by Ben Fisher and drawn and written by Adam Markowitz. In the not so distant future, a terrible ailment, disease, something's happened that means that if skin touches skin, it causes a terrible and agonizing death. So nobody touch each other. A lot of people go into hiding to survive, and apparently that if you've taken a life that you have a lot of like chopped up memories or something like that, and it can drive a couple of people insane. It sounds really dark, apocalyptic. I just love it. And one of the best things about this, you get a free downloadable song to listen to while you're reading to create the atmosphere, which is just brilliant because I love doing that when I read comics anyway. So the fact that they've gone one step further and selected the music for me is perfect. This has the cover price of $3.99 and is rated mature, but it seems amazing. Glitter Bomb by Image Comics. This also has the cover price of $3.99, but seems thicker than other comics, although nothing was really pointed out saying it has more pages, but it feels thicker. This was written by Jim Sub and drawn by Morissette Fan. I can't pronounce the first name. And the colours were done by K. Michael Russell. I couldn't find a lot on the synopsis of this story, but basically this is set in Hollywood and it's about failed fame and blood-soaked revenge. I feel like it's going to be a very femme fatale-esque noir. I want to get my teeth into it and it looks amazing. Ever After by Vertigo. This also has the cover price of $3.99 and is a spin-off from the very famous comic Fables. The writers are the same writers who did the legendary Wolf Among Us comics, Dave Justice and Matthew Sturges. It's also drawn by Travis Moore. This also has already introduced characters like Bo Peep, Peter Piper, Hansel, and Connor Wolf. It also boasts that it introduces brand new characters which are good and bad. So yes, excited. Anything to do with Fables I am excited about. Max Ride! I feel like that's the only way you can say this. Max Ride! Final Flight by Marvel Comics. Cover price of $3.99. Patterson's smash hit series is coming back for its final conclusion. The flock are tired of running and they're ready to fight. If I'm being honest, this doesn't seem like my type of thing. It's very vague. I think I'm a bit put off because it's Marvel, but I'm still gonna read it. I bought it, I'm gonna read it, and let's see if it proves me wrong. Skyborn by Boom Studios. Cover price is $3.99. I guess no one gets a bargain these days anymore. And it's created, written and drawn by Frank Cho. Skyborn is kind of like this fantasy version of James Bond. Basically, King Arthur exists in modern day and only Skyborn can stop the evil wizard Merlin from destroying the world. I have to admit, from cover alone, this didn't seem like it'd be my type of comic, and when I read what it was about, I was like, okay, I cannot wait to give this a go. That sounds amazing. I hope it's going to be a little bit Archer-esque because it seems very fantasy-based, but also silly. Like, that's a wacky, insane idea to have. So I do hope there's a funny element, that it doesn't take itself too seriously, if that makes sense. I can't wait to read it either way. Eclipse by Image Comics. Cover price is $3.99. Written by Zach Kaplan and drawn by Giovanni Timpano. Basically, the sun has become the biggest threat to humankind. After a bunch of science things that I can't remember, the sun has now become so hot, it just melts us. So humankind has become nocturnal in order to survive, living underground during the daytime and only coming out at night. And if humanity didn't have it bad enough, there is now a serial killer going around, killing people, and apparently he may be immune to the sun, and we don't know why. I'm going to do a proper review on this, as I would like to do with all the comics, but I can confirm this will definitely have a review because I've already read this, and all I was saying now, it's good. Think, I don't know, kind of like a dark, gritty CSI, even though there's no real detective work, but kind of the protagonist works on the forces of what they have, and it's very good. It's like a dark, gritty meets sci-fi, futuresque, apocalyptic wasteland. It's really good. It's really good. And last but not least, Alters by Aftershock. This was also $3.99, written by Paul Jenkins and drawn by Layla Lies, which is like the prettiest name, if I said it right. Basically, this is kind of like an independent comics version of X-Men. There are normal humans and there are mutants who are called Alters. They are like 1 in every 5 million. You're born genetically and you can inherit these powers, and you discover them usually later on in life. At first they were celebrated, now they are feared, and it's not necessarily the best thing to have them. Not only do the humans fear you, but there are also villains who have superpowers and they want to control everyone. So when the protagonist, who appears to be an elderly teen, discovers that they can fly, not only do they have to deal with the fact that they're a teenager going through normal life problems, that they can now fly, but also, just to throw it into their mix, they are transgender. She was born biologically a man, but wants to be a woman. Keeping it a secret from his family and friends, he also has that to worry about. There will definitely be a review on this comic because I've already read it and I really liked it. Usually when comics like this come out, I always get quite angry at them because I feel like comics a lot these days, especially in the Marvel world at least, try to do something just to tick a box. And sometimes I can find it very rushed and lazy writing, and I just really don't like it. I find it almost more offensive that they have to do it. Not in this case. It's done very well. It's actually really well written. I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to be picking up a second issue of this. This is also apparently the very first issue where the protagonist is transgender, so it's also kind of groundbreaking. So even if it doesn't seem like a comic for you, as a comic investor, I would probably just go and pick this comic up just in case. Well, thank you so much for watching my pull list. I don't know how long this video is, but it took me 20 minutes to film because I kept getting everyone's names wrong, so I hope you didn't get too bored. Have you already picked up any of these comics? Have you already read them? Have I sold any of them to you? Do any appeal or not appeal? Comment below. The reason why I do these videos is because I love talking about comics. Like I said, next week a lot of these comics should have reviews up, so keep an eye out for that. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe or you might miss out. And thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye!